So let's talk about an aspect that doesn't get talked about very often, but can be significant in someone's personality and someone's birth chart. This is the Sun Quintile Moon aspect in the birth chart. It's a fascinating aspect because it touches the core relationship between the ego, as represented by the Sun, and the emotions, the emotional world, which is represented by the Moon. And the quintile gives that connection a very creative, refined, and unique flavor. So the quintile is a 72-degree aspect that belongs to the fifth harmonic, associated with creativity, personal genius, artistry, and spiritual refinement. Quintiles are subtle. They don't necessarily push like squares or flow like trines do. Instead, they feel like a craft skill, something you refine over time, and that can make you stand out in a unique and special way. The sun has to do with our identity, our conscious self, our purpose, and how we shine in the world. The moon has to do with our emotions, our emotional world, our emotional baseline, our inner world, our needs, our instinctual self. And when these two connect, it always says something about how your outer personality and your inner needs interact with each other. The Sun Quintile Moon aspect suggests that there's a creative harmony between who you are and how you feel on a baseline level, but not in an obvious, effortless way. It's subtler than a trine. It doesn't just flow. It requires a bit of conscious engagement, like learning an instrument, but the result is beautifully nuanced. Also, like learning an instrument can be. You can make beautiful music with it. So, there can be a creative integration of the self and the emotions. You have a unique ability to translate feelings into expression. This can be through art, through writing, performance, or just the way you live your life, the way you express yourself in your day-to-day life, the way you express your unique identity in your day-to-day life. It's not raw or chaotic. It's often stylized, symbolic, or refined. There can be a refined sense of authenticity. So your conscious identity, the sun, and your inner needs, the moon, may not always feel like a perfect match, but they speak in a creative dialogue. And you tend to discover yourself through symbols, through metaphors, or craft, rather than through blunt action. You can have a special gift in self-expression. So often this aspect shows up in people who find inventive ways to embody their truth. It can be a performer who channels emotions into a character, a writer who captures subtle moods in their works, or a healer who reframes personal struggle into wisdom. You can make art out of life in ways that others may not even notice at first. Just the way you live your life can be artistic and unique in some way. There can be a quiet sense of balance. So unlike hard sun-moon aspects like the square, you don't carry the same tension between your inner needs and your outer identity. But unlike a trine, it's not automatic ease either. It's more like a subtle talent for integration that grows stronger the more you refine it. So it can show up by you putting emotion into art. You can naturally turn moods and feelings into something tangible, whether it's through music or other kinds of art, through words or design. You can have a nuanced personality. People might find you intriguing because you express your emotions in stylized, not blunt ways. There can be an adaptive self-expression. You can shift your expression in creative context without losing authenticity. There could be a sense of you having like a soul signature that comes out in a unique way. So something about you feels unique but understated, like you're weaving inner and outer worlds in a special pattern. In terms of your growth path when it comes to this aspect, conscious practice is really the key. So unlike a trine, quintiles need deliberate cultivation. So obviously creative arts can help, journaling can help, or even some sort of personal ritual can help. You kind of have to own your subtlety. You might downplay your talent because it doesn't feel as loud as maybe some other aspects, but it's often deeply impactful. You can channel emotional nuance, so you can lean into mediums that allow you to refine and symbolize your feelings. So really, the Sun Quintile Moon aspect in someone's birth chart suggests a subtle but powerful creative relationship between your sense of identity and your emotional core. It's like an inner dialogue that doesn't shout, but rather you could say it sings in a quiet, refined way. And this aspect often shows up in people who turn their personal truth into art, wisdom, or symbolic expression. Not always directly, but in ways that feel timeless and uniquely theirs. So let me know if you happen to have this aspect and what you make of it, and leave a like if you enjoyed this and subscribe if you want more astrology from me. Thank you for listening.